So before starting with the actual problem solving, I would just want to revise the steps that we are supposed to use in order to solve a pair of linear equations in two variables using substitution method. So there are 4 steps involved in it, out of which the first step is isolation, and we are supposed to isolate the variable x in the first equation. Then since it is step 2, that is why we are going to use, just to remember, this is a trick to remember, right? So step 2, we are going to use equation number 2, and step 2 is a very important step wherein we are going to actually substitute the value of x that we have got in step 1 in equation number 2. So step 2, take equation number 2 and instead of x, put the expression that you have got in step number 1. That is why first step is isolation, second step is substitution, third step is where after ending with your step number 2, wherein you would be getting the value of y. Now at the end of your step number 2, you are supposed to get, or you will surely get, the value for the second variable. So using that value for the second variable in the expression that you have got in step number 1, you will get the value for the first variable, that is x. And finally, fourth step is verification, where whatever resultant values you have got for the variables x and y, or whatever variables are given in your question, you just have to substitute those in both the equations and see whether your LHS comes out to be equal to your RHS or not. And since it is the verification step, you need to make it sure that whatever answer you have got in that, your LHS is equal to your RHS. If that is not the case, it means that you have done some calculation mistakes or error. So now let's start to solving the problems.